Welcome to another episode of Let's Learn Together. Today we are going to see Kuntha gowra Malahari Gitam again. Kuntha gowra gauri vara mandiraya ma namakuta mandara kusumakara makarandam vasituva. The swaram for this is da pa ma ga ri sa re ma pa da ma pa da ri ri sa da pa ma ga ri sa ri re da pa ma ga ri sa ri ma ga ri Sari Gari Sa. So this is in Rupaka Talam, and most of the phrases are just the same as we saw in Malahari. Malahariயில் எப்படி எல்லாம் அந்த கமகங்கள் லைக் ஸ்ரீகணநாத்தால் என்னெல்லாம் கமகங்கள் வந்ததோ அதே தான் இதற்கும் வரும். Only for a few changes where the swara phrase is different and also where Sahidam demands so. Kuntha gowra gauri vara. Dapa. There are two ways of playing this dapa. One is first when you start dapa, you can start off from your sa string, moving your finger from down. அப்போ என்ன ஆகுனா கீழேருந்து அந்த ஜாரு கமக்கம்னு சொல்கிறோம் இல்லையா. ஜாரு ஹேஸ் டூ டைப்ஸ், ஏற்ற ஜாரு நிற்க ஜாரு. தட் இஸ் தி அசெண்ட் ஸ்லைட் அண்ட் தி டிசெண்ட் ஸ்லைட். glide and the slide. Ascending is gliding, descending is sliding. So அதில் ஏற்ற ஜாருவா தாப்ப அப்படி வாசிக்கலாம். Another way of playing is just holding on to pa and doing the da from pa. Pa bo போட்டுண்டே da வாசிக்கணும். Kunda like that. So it will become pa da pa kunda அப்படி வந்துடும். So that is, you are not going to move your fingers from down. You are just going to hold on to your pa on the second string with your middle finger and do the da on that pa, which is that like we are doing with a little bit of a gamakam but not with a glide. So two ways of playing that Kuntha gowra is Kuntha gowra. The word Kuntha is played in two ways, okay? Gowra. For that, Magari Sala. Magari should be in a bow. So the Sahityam is Gowra will become a separate bow. Gauri Vara. Here again the Rima Padamapa, the Re can be either a slide from ma, gauri ma, or gauri vara. Here again there are two variations of playing it. Kuntha gowra gauri vara is one way of playing it. The another way is Kuntha gowra gauri para. Then mandiraya. For this one there will be a kampita gamakam. Mandi, again a glide to re from da. It will be a direct re. We don't have to stop and sa and do that re. Mandiraya. Again, re sa da together will be played for ra. Mandiraya manama kota. Here raya ma. You can do that manama kota holding on to pa and the same gamakam that holds good. Mandara. Here the re is to be very slowly and steadily given as a kampita kamakam along with sa, not much of sa. ரொம்ப சா போட்டு ரீ போட வேண்டாம். அதே சமயத்தில் ஃப்ளாட்டாகவும் வாசிக்கணும். தி ஸ்வரம், வென் யூ சிங் தி ஸ்வரம் ஃப்ளாட், இட் வில் பி சா ரீ ரீ. But we are not going to play it so. Sa re re. You have to immediately stop after that re, the final re, sa re re, so that the sahityam be intact. Mandara kusumakara. Here you will go on to your da on the second string from re. Mandara kusumakara. Again, you know where you have to bow it together. Makarandam. Here also there are two ways of playing that. Makarandam, randam. Sari ma. You can do a andulita gamakam for that. Marima. Ma makarandam. Otherwise, makarandam. Andolitam is starting on a note, going to another note and coming back to the same note. Ma mari ma is a way of playing it. Makarandam. Either this or makarandam. Vasitu. Here that ga is just a flat ga. You don't have to play ga ri sam vasitu. Va is not needed because the sahityam won't be so much good to hear when you play that ga as an Andalita Gamakam. So this is for the first answer. Next is Hemakuta Simhasana Virupaksha. Here for Virupaksha you can do a little bit of a kuti kind of gamakam. Virupaksha Risa. You can do that if you are able to do, then you can do that gamakam for that Virupaksha. Else Virupaksha. So when you there are, like my students will know, there are two ways of fingerings for this. Like you can use your little finger for that re, the re re sa da pa. So your sa will be when you play sa, you will be having your both middle and the ring finger on the string. The re re sa da pa. When you want to play with a jaru gamakam, then a better fingering will be after that you take along your wrist and place your middle finger for the re, just next to sa. Else the re re sa da pa, just only the jaru gamakam for that sa da pa. If you want to play like that, then you can just stop on you can do it only with your little finger for that re and sa da respectively with the fingers that you have to play. Otherwise, when you want to even be more melodic, then you can use your alternate fingerings, which is after the you will be on your middle finger for re and sa will be on your index, nadu viral and ஆள்காட்டி விரல் இதில் வச்சுட்டு த ரீ ரீ சா. So when you do with the ஆள்காட்டி விரல், that is the middle finger and the the middle finger and the index finger, that is the nadu viral and ஆள்காட்டி விரல் or the pointer finger. When you are doing with that, then that will be more nice and melodic because you can use that re sa da re re sa da pa. See, showing up varieties for the same set of swarams so that it satisfies the sahityam and also it will be different. This is what we are aiming at when you have the same dhatu, that is when the tune is the same and the sahityam is different. How is that? You can give it a little bit with varieties. கொஞ்சம் வெரைட்டிஸ் காமிச்சா நமக்கும் வாசிக்கிறதுக்கு நல்லாயிருக்கும். See, all this holds good not only for this Gitam but also for Kirtanis, which has many charanams with the same tune but only the lyrics are different. And again, there the Sahityam will speak more than the Swaram. But still, when the tune is the same, a little bit of giving them differently will also add to the melody of whatever we are doing. So coming to the last one, Chandama Mandakini. Here you can add that Mandakini, you can add a little bit of a gamakam. Mandakini. What you can do is Jima Pada. When you play it on the sa string, the second string, Pada will be done on the second string. So after that, when you do the da and then come to ma from da directly, Pada ma will add a beautiful transition to that da to ma. And when you hear it along with the lyrics, like when you think of the lyrics and play, then it will be very beautiful to hear. This is how you add your creativity, or you add something that might seem to be very little thing that you are going to do, but will come out very well when you do it with a practice. Mandagini. Again, Mandiraya Manamakuta Mandara Kusumakara Makarandam Vasitova.